Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back. As we close in on 74, we need 33,000 renown. So hopefully we can pick that up easily enough. I say easily enough. It's probably going to take a while, but gosh darn golly, I'll give it a go. Hope everybody's having a nice, relaxing evening. If you missed the stream earlier, we were running around with our good pal Chewy and doing all of the things. And hopefully this evening will go as well. We got our next piece of Warlord, which was our Warlord belt, which means we're now on a 4-piece bonus of it and Invader. So all set up nicely to start getting the bits for Sovereign, which will be the next grind. We are at 164 war crests, so good bit to go, but I'm sure we'll get there easily enough. And then we can start to really look into finishing this guy out. The big question's gonna be, where do we go next? I think Magus is a strong contender. He's well into his Invader gear. I shall buy to sensitivity. I kind of like to level up the Zealot a bit more. I've been doing little bits and pieces on him as and when I can. The problem with the Zealot, unlike the Chamois, is the Zealot can't really do much solo. Other than chase around after warbands and heal them. Marauder's another option. He's around rank 50, I want to say. The little shimmy shammy's the other one. He could potentially be one to level up. Sork needs to get to 40. I'd like to level up the Chosen as well. And I have a couple of Order characters down in Tier 1 who I'm sure at some point will get leveled up. Oh, I'm taking my time with them. I don't really know Order, so I'm really just slow rolling them. Have a couple of Tier 1 Destro as well, but they're just copies of the likes of Blackguard, Witch Elf, Disciple of Cain. There's a Squig Herder. I think there's a Blackwork and a Choppa. Some stuff that I basically haven't played. And then just some repeats basically for shits and giggles. Might go back to the old route of just doing different characters every few nights. Not sure. It's been good on this guy just to focus on him, because I don't think he would be anywhere close to where he is at the minute if I hadn't. But we'll see how it goes. Still a long way to go on this guy. Like, it's, what, nearly 2 million renown, I think, between here and 80, so I think I'll still be playing on about a month's time, but we'll see how it goes. Making good progress anyway. Thing I'm really interested in is getting them as sovereign gear. Get that look sorted, because that's the important thing. Everybody like, no, but best in slot is this, and best in slot's that. It's like, I know. I do like the Chaos Ram. The Chaos Ram looks cool. Although, it still amazes me how tiny the actual RAM part of it is. Like, it's so weedy. I'm guessing that's probably part of the point. You're supposed to focus the energy of it into a small space, but I just get the feeling it's the Lord of the Rings movies have made me feel like it should be a massive wolf's head with fire coming out of it or something. Because, like, really all that's happening with this Chaos one is that tiny little nose is the only thing that's making contact with the door. Maybe the tips of the horns. I just envision that every time they take it back to, like, the Chaos Fortress, it's like, God, the horns have snapped off again? Get the super glue. Order will be turtled up inside this keep like turtles. Not my best analogy, but it's the only one I've got. Forgot about the Witch Elf, actually, thinking about classes that I could play next. She's like 60... What is she, 62? 61? 60 something. She's not ready for full Invader. I know that much. I think she's like 61 or 62. She has her Invader jewelry item already. I think that was the first thing that she bought. Although with her, I might actually have a look and see it. Oh god, what's it called? Triumphant and Victorious, potentially. A little bit of me's kind of actually annoyed that I didn't do that with this guy. I didn't go for Triumphant or Victorious. Because I feel like it would have probably done better than Invader for me. But Invader has like decent enough set bonuses, like strength, wounds, toughness. Like, you can't turn your nose up at that. I think the only difference is Triumphant has active defenses as its 4-piece bonus, which Vanquisher had. That's the on attacking you get 10% increase in all your defensive things. Hey, Chi! Now the part of the siege where I twiddle my thumbs. Yeah. I shall leave my scenario queue. Not that it was looking like it was ever going to pop. How's the afternoon been treating you, Chewy? I'm like a skateboarder. I'm just doing jumps over him. Not so great, to be honest. Tried some of my other characters and being steamrolled 24/7. Oh, that sucks, bud. Don't worry. You've got someone to get steamrolled with you now. Haha! I had ordered some beer from the supermarket and it got delivered earlier. And I'd been hoping to get Corona. Well, they didn't have Corona, so they sent me San Miguel. I've never had San Miguel before, so I'm trying it for the first time. It's not too bad, actually. Hey, friend, is that shield on your back again? It certainly is, Pocknock. The days of LOL DPS are over for the time being. I like my tanky guard. Hopefully your day's going well. Oh, I suppose for you, your day's probably not long in, actually, at this stage. I have an idea, BRB. Okay. Chewie has an idea. I don't know whether to be intrigued or terrified. He has a cunning plan, what could go on? I'm part of the work and lurk community today, got personal stuff to work on, and I'm sure it won't do itself, but glad to have your stream on. No worries, dude, it's always good to have you here. Hopefully you can get it all sorted and get your feet up relaxing. Everything can, because I don't know what I'm doing. Join the club, Chewie. That should be a guild. I have no idea what I'm doing. The guild. Yes, it's right around lunchtime here. Got a good, clear, sunny day, so the windows are open. We have a nice breeze. Ah, nice, dude. It's pitch black here. But it's not raining for the first time in what feels like forever. I don't know whether to be alarmed or whether it's a good thing, but yeah. El Chewy has invited you. Ah, you're bringing out the old Chosen. You were watching how that Chosen from earlier on and I were cleaning out the brewery in Blackfire Pass, and you've gone, I want a bit of that action. I think Chosen is probably my favourite tank class. I just like the big angry guys. To be honest, Chosen's very cool. I really like the Chosen. My one problem with the Chosen is every time I've played one, I get it to about level 20 and then I stop. And it's for no real reason. And the only thing I can think of is it's because the Chosen has such a good look early on. I've nothing to aim for. Like most characters that I like the look of, I'm like, right, I need to get the renown rank whatever to get such and such a piece of armor because then the class will look amazing. But with the Chosen, you get to level 10. You have a full set of armor that looks amazing. Like, literally, it looks better than some classes' Sovereign gear. And it's the only thing that I can think of then that basically means that I never get them any further. It's like, it's the only thing in my head that makes sense, because I enjoy playing the Chosen. Chosen's great fun. I love the look of it. I love the lore behind it. Like, in the tabletop game, I'm just a big Chaos fanboy. Like, I love Chaos in all of its forms. And the Chosen should basically play into that, like, all the way. But, like, it just... I don't know what it is. I always seem to get to, like, rank 20 and then I stop. What have we got? Subjugator Shield, Fancy Axe, Vanquisher, Invader. Very nice, bud. Very nice. Loving the look of it. Where did you get the Skaven cloak from? I'm guessing that was an event at some point in the past. Suits the look of it all very nicely. Long time ago event. Ah, nice, dude. Beastlord cape. Oh, is that what the Beastlord cape looks like? I've never actually done any of the Beastlord stuff. Hold on, I have to do the mandatory anonymous check. Oh, you've got your Genesis stuff. Good lad. Good lad. Fairly certain Beastlord cape is very similar. I don't think I've ever actually looked into any of the Beastlord stuff before. I vaguely remember somebody mentioning it way back in the mists of time. I think it was back in September when I was first streaming. Someone was talking to me about Beastlord stuff. It's like a mix of PvE and PvP. You get a quest in, I want to say it's Inevitable City. And you have to kill a bunch of players, and then you have to kill a specific mob that's somewhere in one of the RVR lakes. Or something like that. And that starts it all off. Oh, we've got the door down. I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, they're trying to funnel either. That's gone well for them. Three Genesis. Wasted crests. Do you not go for a full Genesis set? No, Anonymous? You get two Genesis, at least most classes do. Oh, okay. I've only got two, because all I wanted out of it was the toughness boost. haven't actually looked what the other things are. Reduction of being critically hit, reduced armor pen, 60 hit points every 4 seconds. Okay. Seems pretty good. You wouldn't need a toughness boost if you had that onslaught helmet. I mean, if I had the onslaught helmet, this keep would have fallen just by me turning up. How's it going, Tosh? Hopefully you're having a nice birthday, bud. And a happy birthday to you. Hopefully you've got a fancy birthday hat on. Birthdays are the days for extra fancy hats. I'm relaxing. Jesus, you're relaxing and you decide to tune into this? Does not compute. I think you're secretly here for the drops. So far, so good, thank you. Ah, good to hear, bud. I was on earlier, I was on my Witch Hunter, and I was sitting selecting my weekly RVR rewards, and I was just in the mindset of my Blackguard. I was going, right, I want crests, crests, crests. It was only when I finished it, I was like, damn it, I should have taken the money and I could have bought my hat. So I went on to my Shadow Warrior, and I went through the weekly RVR with my Shadow Warrior, and I got the money. And I went and bought a hat for the Witch Hunter and a hat for the Shadow Warrior. So now my Knight of the Blazing Sun, my Witch Hunter and my Shadow Warrior have all got the Bandit Queen helmet. Destro Zergan again. I don't want to say yes, because like this was exactly where we were about, what was it, 5 hours ago in Prague, and they got the door down and then stood outside and died. And then the same thing in, I think it was the Badlands. So Zerging, in terms of there's a bunch of people all in one place, that's about the height of it. I wonder what a Plague Cauldron does. Nothing. Okay. Population actually isn't too bad, so I wouldn't say Zergan. See, this is what I get all the time. This is all I ever see, is like 100 versus 100 with either 20% A to one side or the other. Every now and again, and it's usually on like a Monday or a Tuesday night, you'll get it heavily favoured one side or the other. Which is why I often say I get the sneaky suspicion the guilds or the groups that are organised have a rota in place for when they're going to play Destro and when they're going to play Order. Not like the 62% versus 38% last night. Bet you Order still won. Oh, what was that I seen? That looks like a good-looking zealot. It is a good-looking zealot. Look at that. Stunning. That's what I want my zealot to look like. Oh, I love the cube. Apostle's Focus of Ferocity. That looks amazing. I'm going to need to take a note of that. I think that's one of the RVR ones. The sad thing about this is I am actually taking a note. Fossils focus of ferocity. Fashion hammer is the most important type of hammer. Oh. Face the spot with a sensational rack. I mean, why not? Really, this whole outfit is like, I'm horrible, yes, but have you seen these? No, that's how that particular zealot detaunts. It's like, you could stab me to death, Mr. Witch Hunter, but... Haha! Witch Hunter is now staggered for 300 seconds. I'd imagine that's what the Zealot of Slanesh would have as its detaunt. It's just like, okay, here you go. I'm really interested to see how this goes, because I don't think they're going to push. Somebody stunned me. Monsters. Oh, maybe they are going to push. They're all dying a horrible, horrible death, but... now that all of that's done, I'll push in. Victory for Zell! And Captain Shui. I died. Is there a postured warband? Probably not. I was trying to get to here just to do a massive knockback. For no reason other than it would be funny. Chewie standing outside like, ha! I told him not to run in there. Oh! Thank you. Good job, Order. Yeah. They stood in that one spot and they spammed their AoE like heroes. You can't see me right now, but I'm actually doing a crisp salute. I don't know if he's saying that we need a warband on the postern, or whether witch elves need a warband on the postern. I think he needs to be more clear with his communication. I'm apparently still doing hold the line, but not. Which is impressive. I do like that black orc look. It's like an angry rhinoceros that wants to pretend to be human. I'm gonna have more of my beer. Oh, there's a fancy blackguard. That looks like an invader. Doesn't let you inspect him. What a monster. I actually did do a crisp salute. Charge. Good evening. You're all challenged. Ha! They're all now doing less damage. I showed them. I suspect you might be telling tales. I'm not! I'll never lie to you. Unfortunately, doing a salute doesn't make any noise, so you can't hear it. Oh, Bebop's got me. Thank you. I can never remember which one was Bebop and which one was Rocksteady. Rocksteady, I think, was the Rhino. Bebop, I want to say, was the Warthog. You don't get commentary like this anywhere else. Only here. You're correct. Haha! It's bound to happen sooner or later. If you were to play the Warhammer tabletop game, do you think you could stick to playing Order, or would you inevitably gravitate to Chaos? So, I've never played Warhammer Fantasy. I've played a lot of 40k, and I'll give you a rundown of the different armies that I have at the minute. So on Adeptus Titanicus, I have a Legio... oh, I'll wait till you come back. See what he says, that he's back? I'm just going to turn around and go, and that's everything. I'm never saying that again. I'm walling him into a false sense of security now. Gotta go, bud. Have to head out for dinner. Have a good time. Hope many deaths and desperate tears. No worries, bud. Hopefully you enjoy your birthday and have a nice dinner. Thanks for stopping by. Gonna build up my hit. Oh, where'd Chewie go? Oh, he's back again. Oh, here they go. You can do it. Destruction. Well, I managed to get into their healer line. What's a postern? Okay, I'm back and can actually hear you again. Well, I've just finished, actually. Oh, I'm joking. Um, if you're playing Warhammer... Oh, if I was playing Warhammer Fantasy RPG. Okay. So, if I was playing Warhammer Fantasy RPG, the closest I've ever come to that is the old Warhammer Quest game. And in it, I always played the Chaos Warrior. In the tabletop at the minute, I have an Adeptus Titanicus force, which is Legio Furians, which were Chaos Titans. In Horus Heresy, I have Sons of Horus and Emperor's Children, both who were Chaos Legions. In Warhammer 40,000, I have, just as I look over at my shelf, some World Eaters, Alpha Legion, what's that? And Dark Eldar. So 2 Chaos and 1 what is effectively Dark Elves in space. And then Necromund is its own thing, but I've got like corpse grinder cults who are basically Khorne madmen who just grind people up for food. So I think I'd be pretty chaosified. I'll queue us up for some scenarios, Jay. What? Oh, I must be the party leader. Oh, that was quick. See, that's the thing. Like, even if I went for like a witch hunter, I would probably end up playing a witch hunter who is a little bit too zealous. Oh, I have to guard Brian. I can't not guard a chopper who's called himself Brian. That's just hilarious. I think Kenneth is still my favourite one. We need a warband of choppers that have fantastic mundane names like Kenneth and Brian. So unlikely to remain a loyal servant of Sigmar and or the Empire. You see, I would take it the same way as I don't know if you've ever read the Eisenhorn books for 40k. So Inquisitors in 40k are kind of like witch hunters in fantasy. And Eisenhorn always thinks that he's doing the right thing, and he goes further and further towards chaos. And I would probably end up playing a witch hunter who's just like that. Someone who is seemingly doing the right thing, and in reality is just damning himself even more. Because for me, like, whether it's been books, films, TV shows, whatever it is, the villains are always the most interesting. Because villains have a history that is basically... they're trying to do the right thing, but they're doing it for the wrong reason, or... you know, they're just misguided. And that to me is infinitely more interesting than the guy who is, you know, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes, who's just out to do the right thing at all costs because he's a good guy. I've read the first 3 of the Eisenhorn books. Oh, they're fantastic. I love them. I really, really do. Um, there are no villains in 40k. Everyone is horrible. Yep, pretty much. That's the great thing about 40k. No matter who you look at, they're all equally bad. All doing things for seemingly the right reason in their line of thinking. But never quite working out that way for them, unfortunately. Oh, Brian's back. Indeed. It's definitely harder to make a good guy an interesting character. It's possible, but difficult. Yeah, because they've got no growth. They become very one-dimensional, because all they are is, I believe that there is good in everything. I want to be good all the time. They can never make a difficult decision, because they'll always look for a way out. No, Chewie! Whee! Bop. I went horribly, Chewie. Poor Brian died 4 times. In fairness, it wasn't going to go well because everybody was just hitting tanks again, but sure. Alas, poor Brian. Taken too young. I remember him when he was a small mushroom. Oh, Old Dwarf Road. I think I've only ever done this on my Witch Hunter. Oh yeah, that's the other thing that's happening. So, in the UK, it's daylight savings tomorrow. So, our clocks are going forward. So, my time is going to change if you're in a part of the world that doesn't change your clocks at this stage. So, 7 p.m. is going to become 6 p.m. Just because they want to steal time from me so that I have to wake up earlier. We did that a week or two ago. You're traveling into the future, which is weird because as far as I'm concerned, you're already from the future. I hate this time of year. I really, really do. I hate losing an hour. I love the one in, I think it's October it happens, where you gain an hour. Because for at least a week or two, you just feel like you're. I don't know, you feel like you're just so much more relaxed because you're getting so much free time. To be honest, I'd be the same. If they would just take the one in October and keep it, I'd be quite happy. The problem for me is I just hate it when it switches back. Want to become famous? I really don't. You will be, because you're now banned. Ha ha! Take that, bot. I just don't like the clocks being jerked around twice a year. I mean, the worst part of it is, at some point tomorrow, I'm going to have to figure out how to change the clock on my cooker. There is nothing worse. And I mean that with all seriousness. There is nothing worse than trying to change the clock on a cooker. Because there's only ever 3 buttons. It's like having to use an old school cheap alarm clock from the 90s. All the mode select bullshit that goes with it. I was going to say, I bet you that's holy fire. How is CW? I would say CW is about as good as most tier 4 usually is. Incompetence meets immovable object is usually the best way to describe it. I'll just add that one of the ways that the lawful good characters end up making interesting choices is if they're called upon to enforce unjust laws. You see, you say that, but all that ever happens is they declare that it's an unjust law and then immediately set out to replace the people who've enforced it and get the law changed. Whereas the realistic take on it is, in the real world, they would either become world weary because of it and just knuckle under, or they would advocate against it and generally have their position ruined. That situation requires a game master who can then immediately declare them outlaws. Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like the problem with that scenario is a good games master will then have to do the thing, which is give them a path back to being lawful good. Because the last thing that you want to do is you don't want to limit your players to how they should play. You want to leave it open for them to play the way that they want to. And if they've gone to the extent of making a lawful good character, it's because they're interested in playing that kind of archetype. Hi on Earth. Right, in a good game there'd be actual consequences for that if you're an officer of the law and you refuse to enforce the laws ordered by your superiors. You're in deep shit. Yeah. That's true, but again, it all comes down to the fact that it is a game. So it would be a case of you then have to open the thing of, yes, you've enforced this law, but you're now on a quest to go and, you know, bring those abuses to light and get the law changed and all that kind of stuff. You know, you basically, you change the narrative to effectively fit back to their rationale of thinking. Like, you're never going to leave it at such a point that, oh, you're a good guy, but now you're outlawed, so that's that. Whereas in real life, that would be exactly what would happen. You're a good guy, but you're going against the institution, so now you're screwed. Oh, that was a good pump. The dwarf splattered right up against the wall at good high elevation. Yeah. You see, that's the thing. In the live game, that used to cause fall damage, because the game used to class it as if you hit the wall, that was you landing. So from that point on, you falling was down to you jumping off something. Which used to be hilarious for getting random kills, but... I'm starting to evaluate punts not only for strategic value, but also for artistic and comedy value. See, I only look at them for comedy value. How many rune priests do these guys have? Just saying that if you're willing to put in the work, a good character does not have to be mono-dimensional as well. Oh yeah, 100%. The problem with it is like, if you're the games master, you want to create an environment where the people playing the character get to play it the way they want to play it. Like, you can afford them opportunities for growth. But if you have a character whose sole outlook is to be effectively, I don't know, Superman, you have to let them grow to become Superman and not something like Homelander, for example. Like, you can't force them down that line of thinking. You can allude to it. You can go to, like, the extent of, this is how the population sees you, but you always have to allow them to bring it back to, this is how I originally wanted this character to be. I think your Witch Hunter keeps going a little further over the edge all the time is a good example. Yeah. No, I agree. Like, that's the thing. Is that's the only way I would ever play a quote-unquote lawful good character, is if they start out at the beginning and they think they are lawful good, and as they go along, they start to realize that lawful good isn't really a thing, and that they have to get further and further into the grey until they eventually find that they've become the very thing that they set out to try and stop. And by that stage, their world viewpoint has changed so much that they can't ever go back to being that bright-eyed, there's only good and bad character that they were at the beginning. Hey, I got a kill from somewhere. Who on earth did I kill? I don't remember killing anybody. Breed, you don't want to shoehorn the players into the character. They don't want to play 100%. Yep. 100%. Games Master, your whole role is basically give the players what they want, but wrap it up in a sweet and tasty, bright and shiny, easily to swallow pill. Oh, crikey, we don't want to go over there, Chewie. Good fight that round too. I like games that aren't a blowout. Yeah. To be honest, it's good when you have a scenario that's even. Like, there was one I played the other day, and I think we lost by 10 points right at the death. But it was more fun than a 500-0 win, or a 0-500 loss. Like, I would rather have a loss that's closely fought than a win that's just too easy. Our GM allows us to try anything, and then he'll tell us how stupidly our plan feels, and we get a TPK. Nice. But I mean, that's the thing too. Like, TPKs are, they're all part of the game. Like, nobody wants to have their character die. Nobody wants to be the one who kills a character. But if there's no consequences, then it's just not fun. I've just realized we're not actually capping this BO, so I don't know why I'm sitting here. To be honest, I've only ever DM'd one game of D&D, and we never really finished what I would call like the starting city. So we got off the tutorial boat, as it would be later called, and the players were going through the starting city, and there was a few times I kind of had to rein it in because they were attempting something that they were too low level for, and I was like, I was leaving very subtle hints like you don't want to do this, and then I started putting in place like very upfront hints of you don't want to do this, and they were just plowing on through it, and it got to the point where I think it was the party was on the verge of a wipe, and I was like, I can't have them all die at this point, because if one died, fair enough, it would be a life lesson. If they all die, it's just going to be a bit of a kick in the teeth. And I've got him slowed shit. We've got incoming witch hunters. Oh crap, I don't know if I've got you guarded or not, bud. Sorry. We got him. Baby witch hunters running for the hills. Oh, behind us. You're knocked down. Yeah, I'll tend to warn people about likely consequences. Yeah, well, that's the thing, is like, I was setting them up for like a fun sort of Columbo-esque detective piece. And they were like, no, we're going to go and kill this person. I was like, nah, maybe not go that far just yet. I was like, I had the NPC warning them, don't do that. I had like the local guard captain warning them, oh, you don't want to mess with that guy. They're like, no, we're going to go straight for the jugular. I was like, okay. It's like, they did like a scout mission. And in the scout mission, I was like, oh, these guys look like real bruisers, like former gladiators, arena champions, and things like this. They're like, no, we're going to try and kill them all. And I was like, okay, sure. And I was like, I set them up with a roving patrol, which is like a bunch of conscripts and like this sort of back alley bruiser. And the idea was they would get out their murder lust against the conscripts, and then like the bruiser would really rough them up. And they decided to ignore the conscripts and went straight to the bruiser, and I was like, oh crap, what are they doing? And like he started laying it. One of them was knocked unconscious, failed two of his death saves, and I was like, when it gets to this guy's turn, he's literally gonna have to kill him on the ground. And I was like one turn away from it, and I was like, oh crap, what do I do now? I was like, I'd set the scene that there was like these statues that looked out of place. And they had like done a really loose investigation of them, but they had really failed their investigation checks. So as far as they were concerned, they were just statues. And in my original plan for them, they were just going to be like hollow inside, and they were going to find like as part of that's where they were smuggling stuff in, was these statues. But then what I decided to do was, because it was in like a, where was it set? It was like a theatrical company's like props department thing, that it was a group of like elite master thieves and assassins who were also looking into these things, and I was like, right, I can't let this guy kill them. The statues come alive and basically just stab the guy in the back. And they're like, oh wow, that's so amazing. And I'm like, uh-huh, uh-huh. Now I have to think of a reason why they're here. And it was one of those moments, like, they were literally on the verge of getting wiped on their first fight. And I was like, oh, I really need to redirect them. And then the worst part of it all is, like, we'd got, I think it was a few sessions in, and I was unveiling to them, like, the main bad guy for that city arc. And he left behind this magical sort of amulet thing. And I was sort of I was laying it on a little thick. It was like, oh, it's sort of evil magic, and like it looks like something that you shouldn't mess with. And they're like, we're gonna take it with us. I was like, okay. And they went to the Mage's Tower in the city. And I was like, the Mage's Tower is warded against, evil magic and this, that, and the other, so that no evil sorcerers or magicians can penetrate its defenses and gain access to the powerful enchantments and forbidden magic that exists within its walls. And they're like, okay, we should put this amulet in the bag of holding that we found. I was like, right. And they got inside, and the first thing that they did when they got inside was they took it out. And I was like, okay, how am I going to do this now? Because the idea was the amulet was there as like almost like a teleportation beacon for the guy, so that he could get access to things. And I was like, you take it out, and it starts to grow quite warm. And the guy who was holding it was like, oh yeah, it's getting quite warm. I said, did you tell the group that? And he's like, nope. I was like, right. And they kept on going. They got further and further into it. They were having like this discussion with like one of the lore keepers inside. I was like, do you show the lore keeper the amulet? And he was like, nope. I was like, okay. The amulet is now scalding in your hand. And he's like, all right, I'll put it down on the floor. I was like, oh, crap. I was like, they started to walk on. I was like, do you want to take the amulet with you? And he's like, no, it's hot. I was like, do you tell the rest of the group that you've done this? No. I was like, okay. It's like, they kept on going. I was like, you look at the amulet, it's causing the floor to turn black with the heat it's radiating. I was like, do you want to do anything? Do you want to tell anybody anything? And he's like, no. I was like, right, well, I had like a wee egg timer, and I turned it over to start a timer. And like that, I told them in advance I would do that if something was about to happen, and that they should be in a position to stop it. And they all looked at it and was like, oh, we started something, something's happening. And not one of them decided to say anything. And then I just started rolling dice, and the guy was like, oh yeah, I left that amulet down over there and it's really hot. And they were all starting to freak out. And it was like, I was just like, too late now. A massive portal opens and all of these evil cultists start pouring out. And there's the main bad guy. And all of the Mage's Tower's defenses are going off. What do you want to do? They're like, oh, we're just going to leave and we're going to go to the tavern. And I was like, you're going to leave and go to the tavern right now? Yeah. Okay. So they left, and as they were leaving, I was like, the last one who was going out, I was like, the evil wizard smiles at you and gives you a curt bow to say thank you. What do you do? It's like, nothing. I was like, okay. So on their whole journey all the way back to the tavern, I was like doing all these like things, like the sky has got very dark, there's thunder and lightning, there's like weird noises coming from the Mage's Tower. Do you just want to do anything? No. I was like, alright, fuck it. The Mage's Tower explodes, there's a massive portal opens in the sky and all of these things. I was like, oh no, what happened? And I was like, you happened. You've literally given the keys to the whole city to the guy you didn't want to have them. Warded against evil sorcery for all the reasons why that's a good idea. Once again, I think that says a lot about your choice of friends. Yeah, we're all chaotic. Some players' favorite way to play is I will troll the other players in the GM. They did that really well on that occasion, I have to say. I was I was about 5 minutes away from like breaking complete character and just explaining to them what was about to happen. I was like, no, I can't do it. I have to let it unfold. And then immediately had to set about thinking, okay, how can we fix this? Because I hadn't planned for it. I had a plan in place for something to happen, and my expectation was they were going to be higher level and they were going to have met a whole bunch of people that was going to be able to help them. But they hadn't met any of the people. In fact, one of the people who was going to help them, they had managed to get killed. So I was like sitting there going, what do I do now? And I was like leafing through my notes because I'd got a wee sort of leather bound notebook and I'd like wrote out the entire story and all these different consequence arcs and stuff. And I was like, I can bring this guy forward and he'll be the right level to sort it and it'll tie into the campaign at a later date. And I was getting all of that set up and then all of COVID kicked off to high heaven and we were kind of forced to abandon everything, but it was utter chaos. Some people aren't aware of how large consequences you can have in D&D. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, but even like simple consequences, like it's funny just how oblivious some people can be to the idea of consequence in a game. And the problem is you don't want to make the learning curve too steep for them because then it's just unfun. But at the same point, there has to be a consequence of some kind. Otherwise, it's just boring because it's too easy. On the other hand, if the evil sorcerer's about to end the world, may as well go to the bar. True, true. Although they were going to the bar to discuss how they were going to get rid of one of their potential allies, so it was maybe not the best idea. Dun 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 dun. And snared. And then Chewie whacks him to death. The ultimate tag team. Oh, I don't have my Dark Protector on you, Chewie. There we go. They'll learn TPK teaches. I mean, it was getting very close to that point. They'd basically got to the point where I'd gone, right, the gloves are going to come off here eventually at some point. I was going to make an example. I just hadn't quite decided who was going to be made an example of. Alright, I need to go back into lurk mode again, but I'm still on the channel. I'm an organic fear. No worries, dude. Thanks for stopping by and chatting. Steep learning curve, my tutorial to TNT was 1v1 the PvP against a person who's played for years. All I can see in that case, Anonymous, is I don't know if you've ever seen the web series called The Guild with Felicia Day, but there was a character in, was it season 2 or 3 of it, called Wiggly? And it's like him with his spoon going up against the Korean pro gamer. That's all I can picture. Oh, Temple of Isha. Which, by the way, if none of you have seen it, The Guild is a great wee web series. It's very funny. The episodes are only about 5 minutes long, but it's hilarious. Oh yeah, well I won. Yeah, so did Wiggly. Wiggly and his spoon beat the pro gamer. Everybody's leaving us, Chewie. Gee, I gotta go for the flag. We did it. Oh, we've got a run priest going for the flag. That worked out well for him. Got a shadow warrior on the flag as well. Hey, we did it. Gravord was having fun, I say. Where are we now? 96%. Oh, helps if I actually mount up, doesn't it? Yep, they've got it. Although there is fighting over by Chokethorn. So maybe we got some order still here. I'll try and get over to PvE here too before we accept this so we don't have to do the run again. Oh. I'm not paying attention again. Oops. Oh crap, my potions have run out as well. I'll go and get the flag. Got a shadow warrior on the flag. Oh, the bugger outranged me. Aha! I outsmarted him. He just disarmed me. I'm tanky, sir. You may have 2 healers, but I have spirit. How sad is it for them that I'm regenning their damage? I find it hilarious that they can't kill me. It, it's kind of interesting. Whee! Skirmish Shadow Warrior running into the ruins, not very smart of them. Eh. Then again, not everybody's a good player. Ah, jeez here. Welcome to the party, bud. Don't know where all of our guys went to. Oh, we've just had a witch hunter go stealth below us, Shay. Got to call it quits. Happy hunting out there. No worries, bud. Thanks for gripping up again. Always fun. Hopefully you get a good night's rest. I'm sure I'll be speaking to you tomorrow. He's a fellow streamer, by the way, everybody. So if you're not already following him, give him a follow over at LGSM on the old Twitcheroonies. He streams a bit of Return of Reckoning. He also streams Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine. So something for everybody. Where are we? 96%. Everybody's got over here. And we're capping over here. Huzzah! I got close enough. I've also got some salted meat and putrid tongue, apparently. No idea where I got them from, but I got them from somewhere. Probably in the Keep Siege. Well, it would have been the Nurglings, I suppose. Black Raclette has reached Rhine rank 80. Congrats to them. Alright, there's fisticuffs over here. Oh, they join all. Apparently the fisticuffs over here are over. Oh, there's Order over there. Why on earth did I get it and steal a box if there's Order running around that? Maybe I rolled really high on my stealth check and they just thought it was the wind. Such a cool look, that, for the Squig Herder. I love how Shambles looks. Very Bad Moon. I approve. That's me, glad you approve. Ah, nice little demons. It's a good look. But you don't allow inspections, so I take it all back. I think I was guarding you at some point earlier on today. Or at least I'm nearly convinced I was. Yesterday, just on today. I knew it was at some point. I recognized the name. But it's a good look for the chamois. What renown rank is he? $59. Nice, dude. Do you play him as DPS or are you sort of a healer? Ah, heals, okay. Damn it, he blocked it. Come on, give me the Archmage. Twice he's blocked my knockback. I have no idea why nobody wanted to stand and fight here. Oh well, there comes the surrender vote. Ugh, it's so boring. Ah, I'm ready-minded. It's still all down around here by the looks of things. 96% still. So we need well, what's that? 11,000. And this is all Zergy warband action. Oh, get to Veckrand. Oh, we've got all the DPS in Party 1. Oh, he got so lucky. Bye. Round and round and round we go. Oh, you're knocked down. Bye. Just in time for you to come back. Bye. It's too easy at times. Oh, thank you for the raid, kind sir. Hopefully you've had a nice stream. Welcome along, everybody. We're doing some scenarios to work ourselves up to the old 74. Oh, he blocked it this time. Ah, thank you for the follow as well, kind sir. Take care and do us proud. I don't know about the doing proud part, but I'll try and take care. Thank you very much for the raid and the follow. I think those witch hunters were mad that I just kept knocking them off the side. For all time's sake. Ah, oh, he logged out before I could do it. There is nothing funnier in that map than just constantly knocking somebody off the side, having them run all the way around, get back around you just as your cooldown timer comes up, and then you knock them off again. I get far too much fun out of this class's knockback. I really do. Oh, Pyramid of Satra. I haven't done that in a while. I am ready. I'm really not, but I'll say I am. It's me versus a lot. Yeah, it's me and Hermia. Me and Hermia versus a lot. We can do it. I think that's the same order I was just with. I recognize the warrior priest names. Oh, I've got a chopper. I'll guard him. Choppers are very squishy. They tend to moan a lot if you don't guard them. Let him go, PLC. Let him go. He's gonna run to his death now. Oh no, he actually gave it up. Congrats to him. Oh, there's a lot of them. We'll call it a draw. Oh, they've given up already. Well done, them. These monstrosity spect. Mercenary? Can't believe he's not using that mercenary helmet appearance. It's my favorite thing ever for the Marauder. That Shadow Warrior noped out of that, so she'd see me. She's like, nope. I'll go for a Marauder. I'm not going for two. Oh, I've got a posse. Problem finding it is renowned. Slow on heal spec, so much faster in DPS spec, but we win more scenarios when heal spec. Yeah, you see, on my chamois, I don't actually use the DPS tactic, so it doesn't neuter my healing just as much as it otherwise would. So I still feel like I get away with it anytime I take him into a scenario, but I don't take him into a scenario too much. Yo, it's Tibu. I'm not on stream, but how you doing? Ah. Oh, crikey. I can nearly spell. Tibu's someone who's normally in the streams. He plays a Marauder. And he's been leveling it up. More crests, yeah. That's the thing. It's like it's the thing I quite like with the Zealot. He makes crests left, right, and center because he's just heal spec'd. Nope, they'll want to surrender. Ah, there's the surrender vote. Which is the thing. It's like the Zealot I love. I love the look of the Zealot. I love the abilities of the Zealot. I love how it plays. But roaming around solo on it is it's painful because you just have to try and find a warband and follow them. That is a friend. Yeah, he's ranked 25. He's over in Thunder Mountain. Oh. I'm being jumped by everybody. Get him out of the way for a start. Oh god, there's more of the buggers. I get you, I normally heal on Zealot, but it's so boring compared to Shadowy. Shaman is more fun for roaming, even heal spect. Yeah, that's the thing. The Shaman I find you can just jump on and play for a bit, and it's all good. And for the Zealot, it's just like you forever just feel stuck. To Thunder Mountain. Ha! Won a higher level Witch Elf in 1v1. Easy 4k round. Nice, dude. What class were you playing? If you say a Witch Hunter, I'm just going to say, well, that's because Witch Hunters are overpowered. If you say Archmage, I'm going to say that's just because Archmages are overpowered. Where is he? Oh, he's gone to Chaos Wisps. An alt. Anonymous never likes to tell you who he's playing as. Let's see what we can do. Oh no, my warrior priest is 40 already. Anonymous just doesn't like to tell you who he's playing. He likes it to be a mystery. Because he's a mysterious stranger. Bear witness to my 2-button rotation and be amazed. Oh, my dude doesn't have any talismans. There you go. TNT. I don't know what he's saying to me. Oh, he's not the same tier bracket as me. Okay. What were the ones I even give him? 28. Do you have anything lower? 24. What is he? 25. Let's see. There's some 24s and they're 28, 28, 28. That's the best I can do. I don't know. Oh, crikey, run. We're gonna have to stand fight. We kinda got mullered a bit there. Where'd he go? Oh, he's over here. Trade. I'll give him his money back. There you go. Yeah. I will accept your charity. I can't take gold off a Luby. It's just not right. I've had so many people were generous to my Luby characters when I was starting out. I can't take money off people for simple acts of kindness. Random tree growing in a volcanic wasteland. $4K from a bolstered blackwork. I love leveling alts. It would be better if you told us what the alt was. Then we could quantify whether it's great or whether it's mediocre. Oh, crikey, run, 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 run. How do I equip the tallies? Oh, crikey. It's a level 25 alt. We'll get it out of you someday, Anonymous. We'll get it out of you someday. No, you won't. I'll just swap alts. Malvik Welja Wa and me. Where's Malvik? I see no Malvik. Fisticuffs up here again. Can't beat a bit of Bonnie Tyler. I have cheered at Malvik. I have therefore reciprocated his wa. Sounds like they're all fighting and dying in the tunnel.
Raven God.
He's got backup of some kind. What's that? Shadow Warrior. Shadow Warrior is about to get ganked. Oh. Witch Elf's getting ganked now. We don't have enough time for this. Runzicles. Uh, 6.7k from a Magus Destro is just delivering themselves to me. Witch Hunter for sure. I don't know if Anonymous could play a Witch Hunter or not. He may well self-combust at the thought. Yeah, we'll never be able to cap this in time. They did kill me as well, but I'm level 25 and it doesn't really give much. Ooh, crikey. We're in trouble here. Ah, nearly. Order are blobbing. They really are. Chaos Waste seems to have nice sized battles. Does it? I suppose it does. Oh, crikey, that's Navigable City. I want Chaos Wastes. Right. see what we can see. How are we doing, Chris? 226, and we're 97 on the old Renown front. Order Ram up in Thunder Mountain. They're going to take that with no real trouble, I think. What the? I think he joined the scenario. Burning up north, though. Do. Even numbers in Thunder Mountain now. It's weird that that was getting taken by us and it's now blank. I wondered we have a witch hunter on the prowl. Nobody nearby, if there is. So we need 8k renown now. Ooh, that door's going down quick in Thunder Mountain. Do a loop around here in Chaos West, see if we can find anybody. Then if not, we'll go over to Thunder Mountain and see if we can pick off any strays who are out and about. It is indeed anonymous. Although I don't think he's in stream. I think he's only in game. Oh, crikey. This Pegasus is reversing. Yeah, Chaos West seems pretty flat. I think everybody's just going for the free renown over in Thunder Mountain. Oh, this isn't Chew, it's Tibu. But I was supposed to be. Doesn't appear like I am, though, for some reason. Although it says down here I am. It's probably bugged out in one of the moves. Yeah, I think I am guarding him because it won't let me re-guard him. It's just not showing up as a buff, which is weird. Also, while you're here, I feel like I need to go to the Thunder Mountain or close this stream. Ah, don't worry about it, dude. We're heading to Thunder Mountain anyway. I don't care if you stream snipe me. I'm not that bothered. I care. I don't know. I think your cares would sort of subside slightly when you would see the renown you get for killing me. I think you'd be like, "Oh, that was a profitable exchange." Poor Tebow, not so much. There we go.
I've heard of you.
Ah, she's heard of me. 98% we're at now. So, what's that? 6,400 we need. And what are we? 226. Well, at least the orcs are happy to see us. Which elves had my idea? There's loads of them. Sorry, I fell in the lava. I know that person's pain. I was playing my Shadow Warrior earlier for a bit, and I was trying to kite a black orc in a shoes, and I managed to run off the side of a cliff. Never looking where I'm going. That's my problem when it comes to kiting. Remember in the Magus, I kited straight into a wall one of the times. I was like, why am I not moving anymore? That lucky son of a gun. Oh. Oof. Now you're slowed. I know you're knocked down. Nearly. Pro NG dot them into stagger tactic. To be honest, it's always funny in a situation like that when they throw out the mine and they've got somebody else with them who's just dealing direct damage. It's like, thanks for the immunity, I guess. You could tell he was completely conflicted on what he was going to do because he was running with the Shadow Warrior and he was like, do you know what? I'm going to bunker down. Yeah, they don't seem to realize that you should stagger and then apply your dots. The stagger's there to basically give you the chance to get through a couple of rotations. They tend to do it the other way around, and then wonder why it instantly breaks. What do we got down here? Witch Elf Blackguard. Chosen. Okay, Sugar Daddy Jesus. uh, actually, I'm not seeing anybody on tab targeting. And that's true as well. I've like my zealot, my blackguard, I think my witch elf. There's been a few. All have had. All of the people give them money for mounts. Alright, grabbards here. There's a 6-man chamois running boxes. Where are we gonna go? Is the question. What scares you more, the 6-man or the chamois? Malmar trying to figure out what Anonymous's new alt is. 'Hey, melee Shadow Warrior worked. I literally walked up to a random Magus, hit them a few times, and boom, 14k renown. Classic Magus renown pinata. Ultimate dies laughing every time he finds one. 100% certain the Magus was so flabbergasted the melee Shadow Warrior is coming out that they managed to do nothing. He was probably more like a non-Fester Bomb Shadow Warrior? What is this? Oh, crikey. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Got him. I get killed by myself. Oh look, regen parry bitch camping order war camp again. They probably all main witch hunters. 336, so we need 3k now. Good old corn goggles. Hey, got a white loot bag. Uh, there he is. So what's that? We need 2,400 now. Good for T-Boo's little legs.
Use a small one.
Oh yeah, they're still guarding him. It's just not showing up. You have one unread message in your inbox. In my inbox? What would I be getting in my inbox? What's that taking us up to? 3373. So 1,700 we need now. I don't know if we'd be able to take a white land on a witch hunter. I think T-B would get mullered and then it'd just be me. Ooh, black crag. Yeah. I don't think anybody likes black crag. I just don't like the aesthetic of it. I don't like how it's laid out either. Not much out of that. Destra's leaving. Tosh likes the zone. Each to their own, but I'm not a fan at all. I don't really like any of the Dwarf and Greenskin zones, personally. I'll use this over here. Devo. Hey, 74. Okay, guys, that's us to 74. I am going to call it there, I think. That's a good stopping point for me. So we need a paltry 364,000 to level up for next time, um, which is going to be interesting. Oh, I got a bag. Happy days. Um, so that's pretty much our goal for this week completed anyway. It feels like it took forever to get to 74. One, one more level to go, and then we're 75 and we start getting our sovereign pieces. So I best get saving. Thank you all so much for coming along and watching tonight. Thank you to Boho for the follow and the raid. That was very kind of him. Thanks to Chewy and to Tebow for the groups tonight. It was good fun. Always willing to group up with folks from chat when they need it. It's always a good laugh. So I'm going to be back here at my normal time tomorrow night at 7 p.m. It's going to be BST this time instead of GMT because the time police are taking time away from me. But sure, I've complained about that enough. I am going to find someone to chuck you all over to and do a wee raid. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for coming along and watching. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. I hope you all have a nice day tomorrow. I'll hopefully see you back here again tomorrow night. Till then, take care and see you. Bye.